those things and you don't even realize it because you're so tense. There's a lot on the line, which actually, you know what we haven't talked about yet?
Oh, the prize pool.
Our prize pool. You guys, this is huge. We hit cap for Mario Kart this year. So we got 144 players to sign up. And if you think about it, over 100 of those players are Mario Kart Central players. So again, it's going to be a bloodbath out here. But there's a lot on the line. Our prize pool today is a pot bonus of $2,300 along with all of the entry fees. So total money on the line is going to be $4,460.
Imagine what you can get over there. And imagine what you can get over there at Artist Alley with all that money.
Oh, man.
All the Rosalina gear.
Well, I mean, some of these international players might use this to pay for their trip here today.
Save it for next year's.
I would be spending it all on Rosalina gear. First place of this tournament is getting $2,200.
Which is insane.
Insane. That is a lot of money. So, what would you do if you won $2,200?
I mean, I'm such a computer nerd. I would be building more stuff on my
PC
yeah, absolutely. Like, cause get myself more PC parts, or like I did just actually get like a VR setup too, so I'd probably add to that on top of everything else. Oh, it's so much fun.
Is it the Oculus or?
So I got the Oculus 3, and
nice.
I have full body tracking now. So I did actually splurge on that. Yeah, I'm gonna stream this eventually at some point.
Oh my gosh! I want to watch this. I want to watch this.
Yeah.
Plug the Twitch.
Yeah, plug the no.
We're getting started with our first race. Let's go.
All right, so here we go. Where are we going? Toad Harbor. I like this one. And this is really nice, too, for that first person in the first spot because you can get double item boxes right away.
Yes, it's a little tricky, but you can't. It's not technically a double item box set, but you can make it work.
Yes, you can.
If you're skilled enough.
I believe. I think it's JPG up in front with Nerd in second. And then going straight for those driftings. Oh,
I think JPG did not go for it. He opted to go for the coin route. He already has a pretty commanding lead. We just got started. So we'll see if we can hold that out for the rest of the race. And this is Bucket here in 5th place as Luigi. You don't see a lot of Luigis.
Oh, we saw a lot of them in battle, though.
Really?
Yeah, there was a good amount of Luigis being picked in battle. Because look at him. He's mad.
Oh, yeah. What is it? The Luigi...
The meme that goes where he's driving by.
Just real slow with the music in the background. So we have a bomb in play. I think it did not land a hit on anybody, though. Zach is going to be taking the cut. This is actually this is huge for Zach. He's going to take this Nisk right here. JPG going to sneak around, maybe gain first place. If I were Zach, I'd be using my shroom right now and getting those triple shells out to maybe land a hit on JPG. Yeah. Unless if they fear that there may be a blue shell in play. You don't want to be in first place for that.
No, and a big thing that I saw there, too, Zach only had 2 coins. Yeah, they only have 3 coins right now, which is not ideal being in second place. You want to make sure that you try and get those
your money
coins.
Up, buddy.
Oh,
okay, tight bomb. Zach was not able to avoid that. He had the nod and the smile. He appreciated the play. It was a good play. We have Bubbles in second place. And he has some shrooms, able to take the cut. He might be able to land a hit on JPG. No, he's not. He's going to stay far away from JPG right now from that blue shell.
Gonna hold on to that too.
What? Ooh. JPG hit himself to try and avoid the blue as much as possible and keep momentum. Good avoidance from Bubbles because he was able to maintain. Well, he's in first place right now.
Yep, Bubbles in first place right now. Having that trail going on, we'll see what he does with it. Honestly, you just want to play it safe right here.
Yeah, and honestly, like I know Bubbles doesn't know what's in the pocket here, but
goes for the back, which does connect.
So aggressive. And Bubbles took advantage of that tight turn right there to be able to land a hit.
Getting a little bit more cushion. Yes, and that's actually going to give them that first place right here, too.
Wow, that was huge from Bubbles.
What a huge back that was.
Oh, wow.
And this is what we talked about before on just the unknowns with a lot of the players that are coming in here. Bubbles not really having too much of the presence within the MK8 Deluxe scene.
Only a few months in and his first LAN ever, but he understands when to take advantage of moments like that.
And we just saw that. That was a huge play and saying, listen, get to know me. I'm here.
Get to know me.
Yeah.
I love that. Wow, that's huge.
But yeah, so we did see JPG get in that second place spot, though. Going to be in top spots the entire time for them. We did not get to see who got third place or fourth place on that one, so we'll see here.
I think Bubbles is a smart player. He knows who his enemies are.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
And if he can push them back in the rankings to secure a spot for himself, I know that he's going to opt to do that.
Oh, yeah. As they should. Oh, does it
Am I
look like...
hearing maybe a disconnect?
I think we had a disconnect happen along the way.
Because we hear the main menu screen music, and that's typically not a good sign.
No, it's not.
So they may be reopening a room right now.
Yeah. Which does give us a little bit more time to talk about that. So like you just said, backing around that tight corner. So that's a key thing to remember when you're dealing with these tracks, knowing what these tracks are like, knowing where to use your item plays at. That right there is what solidified getting that first place spot because JPG did have a mushroom that he was able to take the cut at the end.
He was absolutely good, but he had to burn that shroom so that way he could get into that double box set, which is the final set before that turn, hoping for something. I believe he ended up getting a red-green.
Yeah.
He got, what do they call it, Christmas shells?
Christmas shells.
So that way, you know, and it was smart of him to hold on to that. There was no sense in trying to take a shot at Bubbles. He was already too far ahead to try and get a first place spot. I would take second in that situation.
Yeah.
Getting backed like that. Now, JPG he kind of took advantage of that situation too. Very similarly placed bomb that landed on Zach. So you got to understand the tracks and their layouts.
Yes.
And you know,
and that corner, like you
ahead.
just can't see. Like there's not enough time to be able to get around it a lot of the time, especially when you're close packed like that.
Yeah.
Like so, using that to your advantage.
Not only the corner, but the train itself.
Oh yes, exactly.
It's not like if you see an item, you can veer wide to avoid it. You're gonna hit the train.
Yep.
So you really do just kind of get trapped in that sense. And identifying those opportunities is going to be big.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't get to see it. I believe somebody probably did, but there is a super bounce that you can do. We talked about earlier where you do get a little bit more of momentum, where you use your boost to be able to trick off of that and get a little bit further ahead. But I didn't see anybody do it off of the tram, off of that the ramp.
Off the ramp, where the canopies are?
Yeah, because on those for that track in particular, you can actually get the bounce pad to happen off of the top of those trams.
Oh, okay.
So you can get a little bit further if you do it like that.
I did not know that.
Oh, there you go. The more you know.
Huh.
All right, so they are working through the technical difficulties right now. As you can see, they're working through it on the stage. So we will get back to that here shortly. But in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about MomoCon.
Yes!
So obviously, like we've been talking about it all day yesterday and now today. So of all the costumes you've seen, all the cosplays that you've seen, who's your favorite?
So far?
So far.
Oh, man, there's so many good ones so far. I will have to say yesterday during the 2v2s, I did see a Rosalina cosplayer in the race suit.
Oh, I love it.
And I was so excited to see that because that was also one of my first Rosalina cosplays that I ever did. So loved seeing that. She saw the tournament and was like, you know what? I'm going to go check this out. You can tell they're a Mario Kart fan. I don't think they're in the tournament.
No, I don't
But they were
think
just
so.
here. They were just hanging out, vibing.
I do know who you're talking about, though. I did see them
It was
as well.
so cute. Yeah. I don't know what else I've seen. I feel like I've been so busy working behind the scenes on a lot of this stuff. I haven't really had a chance to enjoy a lot of the cosplays, but I always appreciate all of the technical work that goes into creating a cosplay. As a cosplayer myself, especially whenever it comes to the prop work and the very minute details, it's hard. Cosplaying is hard.
I saw one that made me laugh, and I feel like you'll like this one. Okay. It was, if you're a Demon Slayer fan, the boar mask, but it said it was Peppa Pig.
Oh, no! That's very funny. All right, so we're getting back into it. This is technically race number 2. We're at Koopa Cape.
Yep, Koopa Cape again. What did you call it earlier?
A Pakapook.
A Pakapook.
It is Koopa Cape backwards. And it's funny that we talked about it because Bubbles is the one that made us start calling it that, and he's in this qualifier, so...
ooh, a throwback Waluigi. You don't really see that anymore in like the comp scenes, who used to dominate all the competitive scenes.
Oh yeah, the meta has changed quite a bit. You're going to see a lot of midway players in these top spots, but Waluigi is a bit of a throwback. I appreciate that.
Zach getting greened out here, even with the defense. Unfortunate play right there.
Yes. Going for the item box on the left, it is a little bit slower, but it's such a long time before you get to another item box set that you kind of have to take it if you are defenseless in the mid-pack spots. Who is that in first? Is that
It's
JPGiviner? Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. And we have Ember in second. Ember is somebody who hasn't played in a long time, but you can tell he still has his game sense about him in the way that he's chaining his boxes to optimize the items as much as possible.
And paying attention to what's behind them too, because again, it's crucial to know, even though you have 2 reds, you can red out first place, you want to make sure that they don't have anything to take you out behind you, because even though you take them out first, you're still going to lose your spots.
Oh yeah, and you never know what's in their pocket either. JPGiviner going for a back while he gets blued. That puts Ember in first with a red shell. JPGiviner also having a red. Ember, we've already pointed out he's great at using his X button to look behind him. He probably already knows what JPG has in his hand.
Yeah, exactly. And this is going to be with a lot of the box sets that come through around this corner. You might see JPG try to get some of these red shells off. Ooh, but Bubbles getting up there in the shock.
And the shock takes out. Bubbles had really good defensive items there. Again, one of those situations where you don't want to get in front of him. Bubbles goes for a hit, and he takes out Ember out of first. I think Bubbles has a coin advantage here to where he might be able to stay in front of JPG.
But what a great banana snipe coming from JPG.
He saw the opportunity and took advantage of it. That upward hill is great for snipes like that.
It really is.
They land right in front of those players, and you can't see it coming.
And honestly, this is JPG's way of saying, listen, you got me on the first track.
It's a little bit of revenge.
I'm coming back for the second one. And they showed exactly why their name is known.
They're like, you got to watch it. You made an enemy. Race 1,
Race
Bubbles.
1. So now that's going to carry on through this tournament.
That pushed Bubbles all the way back into fourth.
Yes.
It looked like, to me, JPG was trying to go for a draft.
Yep.
So that way he could try and speed up in front of him and then maybe trail him out with that banana that he was holding.
Yes.
But quick thinking from JPG to just go for the snipe instead.
Oh, it was beautifully done too. Beautifully done.
A little bit of a risk because I don't think I would have known what third place had behind me.
Yep.
So you could have gotten redded out, but we know JPG. He's going for the hypest moves that you can go at. So
it was so good too, and those are the types of moves you love to see in these type of events. Because they're not normal. Usually you're protecting yourself. Like it's like no, second place good. No, I want first, and I'm gonna get it.
We're going into race number 3. We're on Animal Crossing. Don't pay attention to what it says on the bottom because we did have to reset the lobby. It is race number 3.
Race 3, Animal Crossing Fall. This one's not a bad one. I know a lot of people do not like the winter version of this course.
Yeah, a little bit of RNG here on this track. It does change seasons every time you play it. They got very lucky getting fall. Winter is the one you don't want.
Honestly, again, I love the aesthetic though of it, so I don't mind it.
I love this track. This is a track that I just like exploring and seeing all of the little villagers running around and like the characters. Like I'll just drive around and be like, oh, there's Chrissy, oh, there's Tom Nook, oh, there's Dottie. Like if you play Animal Crossing, I'm a big Animal Crossing nerd. Just love seeing all the characters on the side cheering you on while you race.
Yeah, exactly. They're just showing the support, and they're over here. I actually think I heard one of the villagers say JPG.
Which he is in first place right now. Again, he's been up at the front quite a bit. We'll see, Zach go for a hit. I think that was lag. Yep, nope.
Yeah, it was. So here we got double reds.
Yeah,
go for it.
I'm going to say that too.
Yeah,
I think he might be going for it here.
Oh,
one of it. JPG did go for a back. Christmas shells over there in second place. Ember can recover here with the shortcut in those shrooms. Zach going for the back. I feel like I would just be comfortable in second place if I were him.
Yeah, honestly, they got enough space at this point. He's got defense. Ooh, Nerd getting their shroom stolen away from them. But you have the 2 box sets that you can get right here.
Yeah, so it's not all too bad.
With the rings coming forward.
Yeah, the shot's coming up. There's fire.
Oh, the fire dodges it.
But
finally gets hit by it.
That was a lie. Bubble's not in a good place right now. He's in 6th. He's going to have to climb his way out to be able to get a good spot. Could be a little dangerous.
Bucket over here, third, going to take this cut right here. Make sure that they get that. Oh!
Yeah, JPG barely making first place. Bucket getting third.
You see Bucket's face right there, hitting that post right there, barely getting through, getting that third spot. Oh, that was a little nerve-wracking.
Now, unfortunately, I did not get the scores of the first race.
So yeah, we're a little bit blind right now as far as who is actually on top. So obviously we know JPG having 2 first place spots now.
Yes.
They're going to be towards the top, but it could be anywhere between Zach, Bucket, Bubbles, and Ember.
Yes. Yeah. Bubbles had an unfortunate race there, not really placing in one of those top spots, but he did get that lead on Toad's Harbor. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's so many Toad tracks. You start to lose track of them all.
Toad Circuit, Toad Harbor, Toad's Turnpike.
Exactly. Anyway, Toad's Factory is not even in the game.
No, but that's the one you wanted.
I know. Don't remind me. I'm so sad about it.
You know what we haven't seen? We haven't seen either one of our favorite track picks yet.
Yeah, that's because everybody hates our tracks.
I know. Like, what is this? What is this?
Someone pick Sky High Sunday and Excite Bike Arena. Come on.
Come on. Do it for us.
Don't actually pick Excite Bike Arena.
Wow, okay.
Just pick Sky High Sunday.
Okay.
All right, race number 4 on Sunshine Airport.
Where are we flying to? Where are we going?
I don't know. We had a couple people fly in, so.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah. All right, so we're going to start off with Bucket's point of view. And you know, this is another one of those running tracks, too. So top spots, you're going to be able to keep those. There's not too many cuts that you can take through here. There is the one right after the boost panels for the one ramp. So if you get a mushroom, you can actually take
Nobody
the
takes
cut.
the ramp, though, you know?
Yeah, no, I know that.
I never see people take that.
Because it takes too much time.
Yeah, but at the end,
yes,
that's kind of a huge cut.
And too, you can kind of hope for those mushrooms to come out of the boxes when you hit through them. All right, so we have JPG in first, Nerd in second, going for the single box, JPG getting the double, but Nerd having about 6 points right now. Definitely want to see try and get a little bit more. Ooh, JPG has a bomb out in first. We'll see if he tries to play a little bit aggressive here and try to take. Yeah, and he does. Oh, but Nerd avoiding the bomb, barely missing it, so not able to separate himself just yet.
Wow. Yeah, this is a cut that you want to take if you're Nerd. He does opt to take it just to get a little bit closer to JPG there. I don't think he.
Oh, but getting hit out right there.
That was from Zach. That was really good. That was a really good snipe from Zach. Able to get into second place.
Defenseless though.
There is a blue coming out. It is going to be going for JPGiviner. I think did he break? No, he didn't break.
No. Looks like Zach got hit out right there, and Ember over here.
Oh, I think he was trying to go for that shroom. If he was just a minute, just a second faster, he might have been able to avoid that.
Oh, that green shell barely avoiding, but does get the trail right there.
Ember does trail out JPG. He has a first place spot, followed by Nerd in second, JPGiviner in third. Bucket in fourth, I think I saw on the review camera there.
Double shrooms. I don't like that with Bucket having that red right there.
He did end up breaking. This is a really bad place to get red in. Not able to clear the landing. Oh, that's so sad for him. This is, I'd be throwing that.
Oh, but hits the banana right there.
Whose banana was that?
Oh, but the green shell out of nowhere giving Nerd that first place
That had to
spot.
have been triples. Good for you, Nerd.
Nice.
Bubbles in third. Who threw those greens?
Oh, yeah. Who did it?
That is a very dangerous place to be on that track because the crowd is popping off for Nerd right now. You don't know what is coming forward. Usually there's fire coming off the glider.
Yes.
There's triple greens coming off the glider.
Yep, there really is.
There's boomerangs. It's so difficult to look behind you because of the difference in elevation to see what could possibly be behind you. Yeah, that's tough.
I love those endings, though. So much happening.
You do.
So much happening.
Of course you do.
You have so many things that you have to worry about if you're not like far enough away from the pack. You know they're going to spam all that stuff forward, so you constantly have to be spamming that X button. Look behind you, like, okay, I got to avoid the green, I got to avoid the reds. And even like what we saw in the last race, the banana snipes. Is somebody going to try and throw the banana forward right there at that ramp, try and get you before you get that little trick?
Yes, and I'm trying to get the points for the first race, so that way we can maybe do a little bit of manual math and figure out what the standings truly are.
My strong suit.
Yeah, man. We got Weebo, or Rainbow Road Wii, if you want to be technical. But There's so many roads in this game. We just start nicknaming them all, but we got Weibo. Bubbles really likes this track, actually.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of players love this one. Ooh, the music's great, though. This music slaps.
It's so nostalgic. You know, I talked about being like a Mario Kart Wii main back in the day. It was my first competitive Mario Kart. And it just, whenever I saw that this got announced, I may have shed a tear. We saw it coming from a mile away, though. Everybody loves this track.
Yeah, I think this was one of the most requested ones from the DLC packs that people were talking about.
Yep.
So Nerd over here in 4th place, having the triple bananas out. Ooh, going ahead and dropping them back.
Saw JPGiviner taking the Nisk, which was able to overtake Nerd. So now Nerd is in 4th. Double boxes over here. There is an opportunity to... Wow! Was that a horn?
Yeah, that was a horn. Horn that red right before it was going to hit them, so that was a smart play.
That was really good. Holding on to the red, kind of smart. You can't really see what that villager behind you has in 5th place, so might be good to hold on to. Opted to throw that forward, maybe land another hit. This.
Ooh, I'm excited to see what Ember does here. Oh, the shock, though, takes away from the play.
Yep. Very unfortunate. Could have made some big moves on Ember's part, but
really
taking
smart
the coin
for the
route.
coins.
Yeah, and 4 coins is not where you want to be on lap 2 of Wii Rainbow Road. This track is so long.
Ooh, the fire.
Yeah, the
Barely
fire is scary. You want to make sure that you get a commanding lead by having your coins maxed out.
Nerd does actually hit JPG right there, taking them down.
Oh!
Ooh, barely
that was
avoiding
really good
that.
avoidance on that banana. See, that's the benefit of the inside drift. You can really take tight lines to avoid stuff like that. Who's in first?
Zach is in first right now, followed by Ember in 2nd.
And he has the front-running music. You hear that?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see if Ember goes for a snipe at all here. He might be going... no, he opted to hold.
Honestly, I like this idea because you don't have to worry about it. You just want to get yourself those points. You know that people behind you are going to have those items to throw forward at you. So just playing the smart route.
Absolutely. Then we're on the final lap, but still so much that can happen. Ember's still in first. I'd be curious. Or no, Zach in first.
Ember's over here in 2nd. Ooh!
Oh, gosh.
Almost getting trailed by Zach right there.
Ember is not opting to take the Nisk. I think this is the 3rd time I've seen him not take the Nisk. There is a blue. We're going to see where Zach goes with this. I would have hit that banana. Try to keep some of my momentum.
Yep, and Ember over here in 1st place. JPG in 2nd right now. They're going to... We'll see if he tries to be aggressive up here. I can see JPG. Yep, exactly. I was waiting for it.
He was trying to go for the high pull. He was able to,
Oh! Almost getting hit by the green, though, but does solidify that 2nd. Shot coming out of from Bucket in 8th place right now. See if they can gain anything. Nope, a little too far back to get anything up on that.
Not able to gain any spots there.
But, whew, what a little bit of an ending right there.
That was a little scary. I can always count on JPG to go for those type of hits.
That's why I was waiting for it. I was like, I'm not going to say anything because I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
So let's take a look at the standings right now. It's hard to say. I'm trying to get in touch with production here and see if we can get points from race 1 before our DC. But as of right now, with the races that we have so far, 1st place is JPGiviner.
Oh, absolutely.
41 points. We got to stack in whatever points he got.
Well, we do know that Bubbles got first, so 15 points for Bubbles right there. So that's going to put them at 40 points. So just behind JPG.
Now, is it still 15 points for first if there's 10 people in the lobby?
So. No, 12 points. I'm sorry.
12?
Yeah,
okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. So Bubbles add 12.
Yep. So still really close.
Yeah.
Points aren't that big of a difference right now as from what we can see. So it could still be anybody's game from the 3rd and 4th place spots right now. Because I know that JPG being a lot of first places coming into these races. We're on race 6 right now. I know it says race 5, so this is the last race for this qualifier, guys. So, and of course, Gorge. How do you feel about this one?
Gorge is a gamble for me.
Yeah.
I feel like this is, whenever we were talking earlier about game sense and understanding RNG and the track and how to manipulate it best in your favor, this is one I can't figure out. I feel like I can never understand when to bag, when to run. I feel like everybody overtakes me on the cut. It's a very tricky track. We see it a lot in the lounge setting, understandably so, because I think because of those factors.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I like this track. It was kind of forced on me to play it quite a bit. JPG getting green lead right there.
Oh, he's in 6th. But on a track like this, it's not really the end of the world.
No, it's definitely not, because all the cuts that you can take on this one and the super bounces that you can do on this one easily gain those spots back up.
Oh yeah, so super bounces are huge on this on this track, as we mentioned in previous tracks like Music Park.
Yep. Ooh, Bake just
no!
missing out on hitting that mushroom, falling off there. They're gonna go the smart route, just kind of hold on to that, protect themselves.
Yeah, unfortunately having to go wide because of that red shell. Otherwise, he probably could have opted to take the cut with the shroom in hand, but you know, you got to play with the cards you're dealt. We have Bubbles in 3rd. He is going to get hit out. Maybe use the shroom to speed up.
No, they're going to keep it.
Getting hit again by the backfire from Ember. That's going to push Bubbles back into 5th. This is, oh my gosh, this is a crazy pull. He's just going to take this all the way through.
Getting the item, is it gonna? Oh, and he does.
Is it gonna work?
No, he doesn't do it.
He tried. He thought.
Loses 2 spots from that.
Oh man.
Whew. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was very sad. I still think he's sitting pretty.
Oh yeah.
I think he's absolutely sitting pretty. Bucket with the 1st place. Zach in 2nd. Bubbles in 3rd.
All right, so last race.
That was the last race.
What a qualifying. That was intense.
This was a really.
This one was intense.
I feel like, I mean, we've talked about this, but I feel like every pool has been heated so far, but this one really had me on the edge of my seat.
Oh yeah.
I think there was just a lot of like major plays from JPGiviner, going for shots, taking those gambling, taking those odds, you know.
And we all knew it was going to come, and he again after that first race and after being backed, he knew it's like no. I'm the one that makes these type of plays, and I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to do it. And he does it with a banana snipe on that second one going against Bubbles.
Yes. We are still waiting on the first race results.
Yeah, so we don't know exactly just yet what who all is going to be moving on. We're still waiting for the screens for that one. Once we get the screens for that, we'll be able to calculate the scores. We do know that JPG sitting right now at the top spot. So we will get back with you here shortly as far as getting that to it.